It's been a long time, and now we're finally back, guys. So excited! And today we're gonna do some my playoff picture, and I think predicting who's gonna go where, and yeah. So we'll start off with the NFC wild card games. You got the Bills, the Colts. You got the Steelers, Browns, and you got the Titans versus the Ravens. Bills Colts game will be very interesting. I think the Bills will end up winning that game just because of how good their offense is. I mean, it's pretty hard to stop Josh Allen on a bad day that he has. And usually the Colts have a good defense, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop Josh Allen. Therefore, I'm going to say the Bills. We got the Steelers versus the Browns, a really anticipated matchup, some might say. I think the Browns will lose this game just because of Baker Mayfield's decision making. He can't do a whole lot. I just don't think he can do a whole lot if the game just comes down to him. And they have like COVID with their wide receivers again, and I don't know. I just don't feel like he'll get it done. And I feel like Big Ben has been in these moments. He'll just thrive through them. Yeah. The last game is Tennessee versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think Tennessee should win this just because of how well Derrick Henry has been playing. He rushed over 2,000 yards this year, which is a pretty good accomplishment. I think the only thing that the Ravens don't have, which Tennessee has, is one of the best running backs in the league, for sure. But the only reason why I'm a little concerned if I pick Tennessee here is because Tennessee's defense is awful. Right now, the Ravens are actually favored by 3 to win this, which I'm not surprised. But I'm going to go on a bold pick right here and take the Titans. All right, so we got KC versus Tennessee in the divisional round. We got the Bills versus Bills versus the Steelers. Not the Patriots. They didn't make it this year because they are trash. Chiefs versus the Titans. This will be a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, which I think the Chiefs will easily win this one. I mean they are the best team in football. I don't think no one in that division could beat them. Maybe the Bills could give them a run for the money. I don't know about that. And KC should be able to beat Tennessee pretty easily and have them advancing to the AFC Championship round. Next you got is the Bills versus the Steelers. This is a game that was played in week 15, I believe, somewhere around there, which the Bills came back and won this off some calls, you could say, but I mean, I'm not sure. I do think the Pittsburgh Steelers will rebound and actually beat the Bills. I think their defense will shine versus Josh Allen. I mean, it's hard to play better versus Josh Allen, but I mean, I think their defense can get the job done. I think it's going to be KC versus Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship. And then the winner of that will obviously be KC. As good as Pittsburgh defense is, I don't think it will be able to beat Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. You name it, they have it. About every offensive weapon in the league. They'll advance to Super Bowl. Now going to NFC side of things. You got the Washington football team hosting the Buccaneers. You got the Seattle Seahawks hosting the Rams. You got the New Orleans Saints hosting the Chicago Bears. We'll start off with the New Orleans Saints hosting the Chicago Bears. I think the Saints should easily win this just because they have a quarterback. Trubisky is pretty bad, and that's the reason I think the Packers solely won that game last week is just because the Bears didn't really have a quarterback. I mean, he wasn't really making any good decisions. He scored a couple touchdowns, but I mean, didn't play amazing. That's why I think the Saints will win. Saints have a better defense, in my opinion, even with all the injuries they have. I think the Saints will advance. Seahawks versus Rams. This is going to trigger a lot of Seahawks fans when I say this, but you will not beat the Rams. There is no way you will beat the Rams. If you played that football you played versus the Niners, there's no on earth you'll beat the Rams. Um, you just can't. I mean, that was some sloppy football. I mean, you have no O line. Um, what else? I mean, your defense looked okay, I guess, but I mean, you allowed CJ Beathard to at least have a game versus you. I mean, jeez. I mean, that's pretty bad. And then you got Russell, I mean, who's been playing okay. I mean, here's the thing though. Why I really absolutely think the Rams will be able to beat you is because Niners played 3 quarters good defense, you know? They played well the first 3 quarters. Rams are a 4 quarter team. They play well for all the quarters. That's why I think the Rams will beat you without Jared Goff. You do, they have one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and if that O line plays that poorly, you will not beat the Rams. And I have the Rams advancing. Lastly, you got the Washington football team versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this is honestly going to be upset. I think the football team is going to win this just because of how good their defense is. This will be a defensive game for sure. But do you think the football team will win this? And I'll tell you why. It's going to be a defensive battle at all, like the whole entire game for sure. And I really feel like without Mike Evans, Tom Brady might struggle a little bit. I mean, he's really leaned on him as the number one wide receiver. Yes, they have Gronk. Yes, they have Godwin. Yes, they have Brown. But I mean, taking his best wide receiver away right before the playoffs, I mean, really could hurt him. I think I'm picking this upset here. The Washington football team will advance. All right, in the divisional round, you got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Rams, and this is where the Rams will end their year right there in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. As good as much as their pass rush is, they're gonna have to keep up the points. And when you're playing like an MVP caliber year like Aaron Rodgers is, the John Wolford won't be able to go up there and get 4 touchdowns passing unless the Green Bay defense plays horrible. But that's probably not gonna happen. Packers will win that. They'll go to the NFC Championship game. Next, you got the Saints versus the Washington football team. This is when the NFC East little magical journey will end for them, and the Saints will destroy them. It will be a blowout if this game gets aired. I mean, probably be like 40-14. Saints will win that. And you got the Saints versus Packers. You all know what happened week 5, and it's going to happen again to the Saints. Saints fans are going to get triggered. I don't care. Packers will win. Now we got the Super Bowl. KC versus Green Bay. As much as I want to pick the Packers here, I can't. One reason. Patrick Mahomes and his weapons. I mean, he has so many, dude. You just look at all the players they have. They have three Pro Bowlers on offense, 4 if you include Le'Veon Bell. I mean, it's crazy. Their defense doesn't even have to play that good. That's the thing. Like, they have a solid defense, and people are saying, "Oh, the Chiefs have a bad defense." It's like they don't. They have a decent defense. Like, they have a top, I don't know, like 20 defense in the league, which is average compared to other teams such as the Seahawks. But I mean, KC's the best team in football. You can't say no to that. And obviously, I have KC winning it. And always go in the comments, put your thoughts down there. Let me know if I triggered your fan base. Hopefully, I did. I'll see you guys later. EG24K is out.